All right, we're back. We're in it. I have a quick recap for us of what happened last time. So, a quick look back shows that we met all your amazing characters, what brought them up to this point. They came together, not together, but ended up coming together in Lander, Wyoming, in room 333 of a Motel 6. Inside the room, they found a FedEx box with instructions and a beat up phone. The instructions stated, determine the cause of death of Agent Donnelly. Determine if the 1206 house represents any ongoing threat to the public. Ensure the green box is not found. And once these are done, the phone is present for further contact. Y'all know that your handler's phone number is in the phone. You've checked it. You also have a couple of friendlies numbers that are in the phone as well. You then went towards the store where the green box is and found it has a $1,200 outstanding bill. Thought about breaking in, decided not to break in just yet. So now you're waiting on FBI credentials from your handler, thinking that that is the best way to get in, which you will have in 3 days. It is currently Thursday night, late night, and you will have them Sunday. Yin and Amber went to the house at night to just check it out, and Yin did a tarot reading. And then Yin heard some music coming from the house, which called for a psyche roll that Yin failed. And just a couple of things your characters would know so far. Just I'm gonna keep y'all updated every time, so nothing really falls off. You have two friendlies, Emil Yarrow, who is a parapsychologist and works at I think it's the Lander College. I know it's a college very close and like one town out of Lander. And Elizabeth Tucker, who is an antique dealer and works in Lander. The county seat holds a lot of records that you could not find online because you got redirected to the county seat, and then it did not hold a lot of the records. There is a coroner and a police station within Lander that could be possible leads. A lot of neighbors are quite old, so they could also be possible leads. And of the party, none of y'all have been inside the house yet. Yet.
Big yet.
Big yet. All right. That's what we know. So we are coming back. Boom. Music stops when you realize what this music is. It's Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. And you ended up failing a psyche roll. Actually, two things real quick. One, if we can, I'm not going to get mad at it or anything, obviously, but if we can, try to keep your psyche secret to yourself. Not from me, but from other players. So, like, because if someone knows you have an 85 psyche, that's way different than having a 50. And, like, I just want the roleplay to represent it, really. I think that I've read that makes it interesting. We'll see. And we might change that later. Who knows? Two, we're going to delve into some rules real quick. So, you lost one psyche point, which, for those that don't know, is the term that we're using for sanity. Here are the rules for it now. You can lose that point. Your psyche will go down 1. Your current psyche, your max stays. Basically, you're getting closer to your breaking point. If you need any clarification on that, please let me know. You also have an opportunity to project this psyche damage to a bond. Normally, you would roll a 1d4. You would lose that many willpower, or you would keep from taking that much psyche damage, lose that many willpower, and lose that many points for a bond. Rolling higher than your psyche loss does not matter. You'll just go to minimum. Like you can't lose 4 willpower because you took 1 psyche point of damage. So basically, the concept behind that is you are able to. You're like focusing on this bond and everything that has made them make you strong at this point. And eventually, when we get back into downtime, this sense of psyche loss at this moment will come out in a later conversation and probably like fight, or you blew them off because you you were burnt out or something. Like that 1 point of damage will happen later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it is on you. You can decide what to do and how the psyche damage manifests if you take it, etc.
Okay. I think that I will take it.
Okay. So, basically, like I said last time, just these kind of thoughts play through your head of like, is there even a piano in there? If there is, that would mean there's someone in there playing that at like this time of night, which I think it's like 10 p.m. You also heard it, but then the second you thought you knew what it was, it stopped immediately. And all that just kind of racks on your brain. You take this 1 psyche point of damage. And I know we haven't played a lot, so I'm probably going into a little too much detail, but 1 point is not the most in the world, but it is still, you still lost some mental prowess.
Yeah, right. Still has an impact.
Yep. So how do you think that looks for Ian when this music just stops?
I think in this particular instance, I think it manifests physically in like just a very sudden onset migraine. I think potentially later it would be different.
For sure.
But yeah, I think it's in their head they're trying to rationalize not whatever happened, but like whatever this feeling is in their head of like, oh god, I'm just really really tired, today's been really stressful and weird and I just need to get home. So I think it's just a killer migraine at the moment. As they kind of take one last look at the house and then like turn and head back to the car.
Okay. As you're walking away from the car, you feel like you're being watched.
Oh, no.
I'll like slow my walk a little bit and look just. Does it feel like it's coming from anywhere? I guess it just is a feeling of being watched. Yeah, I'll just
Give
kind of like
me
generally
what's
look
your
around.
alertness?
20.
Okay, give me an alertness roll. It's not high enough to automatically get it.
Hey, Yen, are you okay out there?
I failed 60 over 20.
Okay, yeah, you just have the normal feeling of being watched, and then you hear that from Amber.
Yeah, I'm coming. Just kind of like rubbing their head as they come in and deposit their large crystal in the back seat and just get in and
You okay?
yeah, I just got a weird headache. I think there's like some sort of something in that house. There might be some, I don't know, animals or something messing around on a piano or something. I don't know. I heard some stuff, so
It could be, it could be the vibes. I heard like me paying attention to the fact that you just brought this massive crystal into the car. It's kind of like, I heard that sometimes if you go to a place with like really bad vibes, you get like some kind of weird feedback or something like that. It was on like Witchtagram.
And sometimes Yen's just gonna pop that car and reverse, back it into the neighbor's driveway, and just head on, just not really saying anything in response to that.
For sure. This has probably took a total of like 45 minutes. Do you think Fair or Maya, y'all did anything, or did y'all just retire? What's going on? I know y'all went to the house, I think. So.
Who's Fair?
Sorry. I was reading Ada's name on Zoom, and I was like, I know that's not her character's name. And then I read Fair, and I was like, and then I just said it. I'm horrible. Noreen?
I know we had a scene last time where we kind of like had a little bit of a connection, and kind of started watching TV, kind of fading from there. I think if nothing eventful happens or otherwise from Maya's perspective, she'd basically go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I think, there's like after watching a couple hours of trash TV, like Real
Some classic
Housewives or
reruns.
something or other.
Just a bunch of raccoons running around.
Yeah, we just watch the raccoons in the parking lot. Yeah, I think it's been a long day. Like, a lot of us either flew in or drove up. So, and then immediately jumped into like investigating. So it's been a long day. So Noreen would probably, wish Maya good night and then go to bed.
I will. Only thing I'll do is because this is technically the first night since we got here. I would text Clara for an update on how Eli's doing.
Okay. Yeah, you get sent a picture of Eli just like cuddled up on the couch and like a thumbs up and a heart from Clara.
I think I just kind of like smile, like the picture, and then I'll bid Noreen good night.
And for those that don't know, who's Eli?
Eli is a Rottweiler that technically Maya owns, though it was a series of events for later as to how she owns Eli. But yeah, that's one of her bonds, is her dog.
Yeah. Okay. And then Yin and Amber getting late, probably hitting about 11 by the time y'all get back. What are y'all thinking for the end of the night?
I think I should like do a thing and see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, you never got your run, did you?
I took you away from your run.
So when you get back to the hotel, I don't see too much because I know that Yen has a headache. But when we get to the hotel, I get out and I go to the room, and I'm not quite tired enough to sleep. So I get some running clothes out of my bag, and I get suited up to run.
All right.
Okay.
Now we got another room. Right?
Yes,
We have
you
two
guys are
rooms
in
now?
333, like the room that
Okay.
we all met up in, and then
Okay.
Noreen and I got a different room.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna say it's like 331 or something.
Yeah.
It's like right beside you. Okay. So looks like we'll say that Maya and Noreen turned in a little early, so they don't see this. Yin, you probably see that like you're heading into your room, and you probably see the tail end of Amber like heading out for a run.
Yeah, because we're staying in the same room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We
So I
just
think,
said that.
yeah, I think very, very similar. Like basically what you said. I think like Yen comes out of like, I don't know, the bathroom or something like that, and you're like fully decked out and heading to the door, if that works.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? You sure you should be going out on a? It's like, it's late. It's like late.
It is. It's a little bit past my bedtime, but I'm also like not tired. And if I don't do this, I probably won't sleep well. So I'm going to go for a run. I think it'll be relatively short, but I'll try not to wake you up when I get back.
Okay. Do you want, I don't know, my number in case you need something?
I think I
Assuming
should
we
be.
haven't given each other our numbers at the moment.
I would assume we may
Yeah,
have.
like,
Yeah, y'all can.
That's kind of nice. That's thoughtful. You know what? Okay, I'll take you up on that. And
Yeah, and I'll jump in here real quick, sorry, just to make sure we don't go too far.
Mm-hmm.
Protocol would be like, y'all are using your real names and stuff, but protocol would be that you have like an agent name, like an agent fake name, and burner phones at all times, and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna keep saying our real names. Y'all can assume that y'all know y'all's real names. I know, like, Noreen and Maya do, period. But that's kind of Delta Green protocol, and probably aside from real names, y'all have like a burner phone for this mission to give out a number to people who need it and stuff, not your like actual phone.
Okay.
Right. We have, just to make sure I'm clarifying, we each have a burner phone, or we have like the burner phone that was given to us?
You have the burner phone that was given to you with pre-generated contacts, but you also have
like personal
it is you should have a person or burner phone. You can feel free to say if you don't. Like, I'm not going to control that.
I would say for me, it's probably just like an additional SIM card with a different number that I get. So, because like my phone has 2 SIM cards, so that way I'm not carrying around 2 phones. I can text my like about the dog with my actual number, and no one's like, "Who is this?" But I have a phone number to give you all if you need to contact me.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
would give.
sorry for the
no,
interruption.
That's great. It makes sense. I would give Amber my real number.
All right.
Ta-da.
I think I would do. I would do the same.
Yay! Friendship point +1.
Friendship. +1.
+1.
All right.
And then I head to bed because I'm I don't sleep well, but I do try to sleep.
Yeah. And then, Amber, do you have anything specific for your run that you want done, or are you just tiring out?
Yep, just I'm doing things to make sure that I'm tired and get proper and hopefully dreamless sleep. So
Heck yeah.
just going to like run for a mile or 2 in one direction and then come back, and that should be like a round trip of about like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. Yeah, we watch the camera follow Amber out, and then never follow Amber back, but we see the sun rise. And then you all wake up. Amber, you're in bed. You wake up.
Amber, you're
Uh,
gone.
Thank you for that.
You ran to the next county.
You're gone.
All right.
Just so everyone knows, we are doing anything that y'all have checked for failing. Add 1 point to.
That
No,
was
there
a
are a lot
thing
of
that
things
Fair and I talked
that-
about. I don't know if I marked any of them last time.
Yeah, there weren't a whole lot of rolls last time. I know you failed a persuade roll.
Okay.
100%.
Excellent.
That's it.
So we're adding 1 to it?
Yep.
1
So like
point.
if you had 20, now you have 21.
Cool.
I don't think
Wait, I pushed the wrong
either-
button.
didn't mark anything or I didn't fail anything.
Wait, what are you supposed to do? You push
In
do you check the box next to it and then push a button?
You can check the box for your tracking between sessions, but when it's time to like add 1, you're just gonna hit the number and you're gonna add 1 to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
You
do
just
it
type in the
manually.
number.
Usually you roll 1d4, but you do that like over the course of an entire mission, and I want to add like 1 point a day, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're really good at what we do.
So morning of, assuming probably not any kind of breakfast or whatever, but I will find some kind of coffee vending machine, or you know what? No, I'll go. Would Noreen be willing to go grab coffee for folks, for like the morning with me? Would you be willing to like drive us to the Dunkin' Donuts?
Is there a Dunkin' Donuts in this place?
Give me a luck. There is a Starbucks. Y'all have seen a Starbucks for sure.
Do
Give me a luck roll.
Starbucks then. I don't care.
Okay, if you want to go to Starbucks, there you go.
Okay.
The Starbucks
Yeah,
is haunted. We all die.
That's fine. You know what? Honestly, that
The
makes
Starbucks
the
is a
most
mimic.
sense. Yeah.
So I will like, if we have each other's burners phone, I'll get coffee for everybody. Like I'll ask what y'all want, and I'll come back and like knock on room 333, with like things of coffee for folks. That's my terrible knock. I don't listen, John. I wasn't gonna knock on my desk. So, anyways,
Hey.
All right.
they must still be
Good
sleeping.
morning.
So, what's the plan?
Are we all together at this point? Just making sure.
I mean, I at least have the door open for coffee. Well, plan.
Just a hand reaching out.
I guess, like a plan would probably be having some of the coffee that you brought. Well, thank you, by the way.
Yeah, of course. No worries. So, I brought my accent back. I don't know if you noticed, but so
I almost left it at the Starbucks.
yeah, Starbucks. Listen, that lady had a different accent. It gets real hard. But anyways, so we if you let me come in, I'll just kind of put stuff on one of the desks and like, all right. So I know we talked last time, right, at the diner a little bit. We're gonna kind of split up, but what are who's hitting up what? Just to make sure we're on the same page. There's the that one place, right? The gotta pull it up. Roll20. The one main place we wanted to hit up. Do you have the map again?
It was the like basically
The
like
county
the town.
seat.
Yeah,
County
the
seat.
town hall.
Not
Because that had like the library and like the
The town records.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
all
honest. It
together.
was pretty like. The fact that everything was pointing to it though, right? Like I'm kind of curious what kind of stuff they got there. I know, Amber, you're good with like the papers and stuff like that, right? That's what you said. Like going through the data.
I can do that.
I mean,
Um,
I could join if you want, and I could just talk to people there, see what they got. I'm a little particularly interested in the forensic reports.
Well, from what I remember of our conversation last night, if anything's changed, please let me know. Yen was going to do their own research and talk to Emil. Amber was going to look into public records on Spooner Street. Maya, you were going to check the police records and the public records. And I was going to go speak to the antique shop person, Elizabeth.
Right. So,
Do we...
I think what I'm gonna do. I was thinking. I slept on it, right? So I think what I'm gonna do. The seat's just kind of interesting to me, so I want to check it out. And if they point me to the police or the doctor or whatever, I'm gonna probably pursue the leads they got. But I want to talk to the seat first, so I'm gonna join with you, Amber, if that's okay.
Fine.
Oh, I had just assumed you two were going to be going to the same place anyway.
Yeah,
That's where all the
perfect.
records are.
Oh well, we don't. You don't have a car, do you, Amber? All right. Well, we can like Uber. Or
We can
something.
run.
Or we can Uber. I point to my boots.
I mean, I can take you there. I mean, I was gonna do a phone call / research my own there. I think Yen is like taking some like Tylenol with their coffee.
I'm also looking.
Breakfast.
Mhm.
Do you still have like a headache from the vibes and things? I am
Right,
also being.
right.
I'm like intentionally being really quiet with talking to you.
Right. So we stopped by the house last night.
You what?
Just to look at the outside of it.
I just share a look
Uh,
with Noreen.
And
I said my
it-
coffee.
Yes. We at the same time just.
I think I sip my coffee, but also I notice Yen taking Tylenol, and I like reach into my bag, and you guys hear like rattling, and I pull out
Oh,
something
right, med check.
stronger, and I take it out something stronger and just hand it to you.
thanks. And I'm just gonna take it and like put it in the pocket of my sweater for later. But there was just some weird noises coming from it. I didn't go inside.
What kind of noises?
Just
It was like
Yeah,
people
wow.
walking around in there?
No, there was like a piano playing
Piano.
something. Yeah,
Like
I'm
a
pretty
broken
sure. I'm
key,
pretty
like
sure.
a cat stepping on it, or was it like playing a song?
Have y'all ever heard of just listen casually to Beethoven?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played in my office.
Oh, great. Something it sounded something like an actual piece of like music.
Do you know what song?
Something sonata, something or other.
Moonlight Sonata? Moonlight Sonata?
Probably. Yeah, I think. That sounds familiar. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I'll like pull it up like on my personal phone, like Spotify or something, and start playing it, just to like see if is this what you heard?
That was it. That was. I just heard it, and then it was gone. So maybe I don't know. And then I got this weird migraine. So I think maybe I just. I don't know. It was on my brain or something.
All right, but here's the deal, right? They talked about this house, and that's a little odd. Not gonna lie, but that makes me. You didn't go inside, but you heard it.
Yeah.
You think anybody noticed you?
I point to Amber.
No,
Probably.
like
No, outside of the group.
why would it?
I
You
don't
said it
think there
started.
were-
I mean,
It was pretty late. I don't think there were any people out.
yeah, I didn't
Alright.
see anyone.
All right, well,
And you didn't.
if you like, Maya's like trying to like not be too aggressive here, like seeing the headache, seeing the kind of like the general atmosphere here, and she's like, all right, well, I'm not gonna like place rules upon everyone here. I'm glad you took Amber, I really am, but let's like, can we agree to make sure we're buddied up if we're gonna go near that house? Because they said it what was it that they said? Like, and I look around for like the papers lying around somewhere from the box. Can you bring us back to the other? It said something like it said
Extreme caution.
unknown influence over agents though, right? So I don't know if this influence, I don't know what the fuck that means. But it's a little worrying.
And you said you didn't hear or even notice anybody in the house when you heard
Well,
the
someone
music?
had to be playing the piano.
I didn't go in it. There's not 1,000 windows or anything. I didn't like go up to a window or. I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
I'm not not that rash. I went into the backyard, but that was it.
All right. Well, weird, but listen, if you're just gonna make some phone calls, then we can just. Wait, Noreen, you're gonna do some phone calls as well, right? Are you going? No, you're going. You're going.
I think I'm gonna go to this antique shop.
All
Talk to her
right.
face to face. I might be able to get a better read on her that way instead of over the phone.
All right. So why don't we make the seat place? Assuming they let us in, assuming they got space for us to work. Maybe we make that kind of our base tonight, and then like if you go, Noreen, and you got nothing, or you got info, you could, because all three of us, I kind of look questioningly at Yen, could be over there, and then we just go from there.
Or at least in the general area.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's sound that works for me.
Yeah, that works for me too. I think like as we're making these plans for my personal phone, I will share my location with Maya.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll like not really notice it at first, but like at some point later on, I will look at it and be like, oh, do the same, like without really thinking about it. All right. let's go, I guess. I brought like some like croissants and stuff, but I don't know what y'all like, so if you need breakfast or whatever, unless that's your breakfast, hey, and I'm not judging. I point to like the Tylenol bottle.
All of us are unhealthy. We all got Starbucks. This will last us till lunch. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Arby's.
No.
Listen,
like
it's at
100%.
least a grande. I'm good for at least 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
No, like, oh, actually, if croissants are the only things we have up here, I just go, right. So I guess first order of business is having a breakfast. Breakfast is important.
Pick up something, I'm sure, on the way.
This isn't. You don't like croissants? What do you need?
Oh, well, it's not that I just take a croissant in my mouth.
Okay.
It's not that I don't like croissants, and I put a croissant in my mouth and I just go,
You want more?
You want
I don't
more?
know
All right.
much. Okay.
Grown boy.
It's just a growing boy. They grow up so fast.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, y'all are beginning to split up. Sounds like y'all have made a plan. Easy enough to grab another piece of breakfast while you're out, whether it be a fast food biscuit or something better from the
McDonald's serves
diner or
breakfast
something.
all day, baby. Let's go.
It's true.
Yep.
And we still don't support
Why-
Chick-fil-A here.
while we're heading out, I'm just like, oh wait, can we go back to the diner place? They have really good waffles.
Well,
Maybe later. I feel like there's a time.
listen, we'll hit it up for like lunch if we got a break for lunch. Maybe dinner. Does that work for you?
I pull out my phone and I look up kind of a map of the area and find out how far we are from the county seat office.
Everything is within like 5 minutes driving, 25 to 30 minutes walking, like at a
Okay.
fast pace walking. It's a very tiny, like historic downtown looking area.
Okay. I go like step into the restroom and I come back out in running clothes and I just go, I'll just meet y'all there later. And then I like leave and go run to the diner.
Okay.
I turn to Noreen and I'm just like, you think he's gonna run on a full stomach? Like he's gonna run to the seat on a full stomach?
I do not know him well enough to know this, but you let me know.
Considering he took a run at late last night.
He took a run last night as well?
Yeah, when we got back.
Kid likes running. All right. Well, let's
So,
go.
Yeah, I can't relate. I only run when something's chasing me.
does that happen often?
I'll
I
see you
grin.
later.
I do kind of like as we kind of file out, I'm assuming I'm going with Yen to the county seat, and
Get in my
Noreen's
car.
driving. I do kind of like as we hit the parking lot, I just kind of give you like a little wave, and I just kind of mouth to you, be careful. Before getting in.
I'll nod and kind of just like you do the same.
All right. So to the county seat, I guess. I have no idea what the county seat is.
I got
It's
you.
like the town hall.
No, like is it like a library where you have tables where you can sit down? Like I just don't have like what to expect.
No, but I'll let you know.
Oh, sure.
It's not a normal thing, so I feel like your characters wouldn't know it. Like I didn't know what to expect when reading about it, but it exists in the world. So, all right. So y'all split up. We got Amber running to the diner, Noreen heading off to the antique dealer face to face, and y'all going to the county seat. We'll start at the county seat. So you pull up. It is a 2-story marble building. It's a like quote sleepy looking building that looks like it probably deals with like parking tickets and building permits on their exciting days. Overall, minus the easy upkeep of marble, the county seat seems to be falling into that middle ground of been here a long time and we don't care about this place. But you walk in, you see it's a relatively small 2-story place, but you see a long like wooden desk and like almost like old D&V esque, and like behind it you see what looks to be a like quite young, early college, maybe like redhead with freckles, thick glasses on, and behind him you just see rows and rows of filing cabinets.
So it's just like a little front desk area that with nothing else.
Like a couple of waiting seats and stuff, but nothing really. Like this is, you get the sense of walking, like right when you walk in, you get the sense that this is a place you come to pick up and or get copies of records. So you don't like read them here per se. You guys are probably gonna have to. I'm not trying to dissuade you from that because of how much you're looking into, but like people come here for like their birth certificate or their latest ticket that they got.
Is there anything around that says this person's name? Like a little placard or anything?
Yeah, he's got a name tag on that says Anthony.
I'll just walk in and I'll just be like, "Morning, Anthony.
Oh, hi, morning.
How you doing?"
I'm all right. And you see his eyes kind of flick down to your coffee. We'll flip back up. How about you?
I look, realizing I totally could have sweetened the deal with bringing a coffee. I glance over at Yen. Did Yen come in, or are you continuing on?
I think Yen would have come in just to see what this place was like.
Yen?
I would be there, yeah.
Okay. I'm just looking, like, Yen and Maya make for an eclectic looking duo.
Yes.
We really are like the polar opposites. We're like those two houses in that meme with like the purple like pastel one and the dark black one right next to each other.
Except I do have goth vibes as well. Like I have like one thing of like the pastel, but then a lot of black. So it's pink and black. But kind of realizing this vibe that we're giving off, I'm just gonna try to like pull this sort of like somewhat friendly, if not like maybe they don't remember who we are, but I'm just trying to like lower a little bit of the bar of entry. So remind me, Anthony, if we needed to look at some of the what's the protocol for getting to look at some of the files if we're interested in like the county like records, like old newspapers and stuff like that, if you got any?
I mean, we don't carry any of the old newspapers. That's down at the archive. And we have stuff from like the 50s on though, and they're public.
Oh, so we could just take a look?
Yeah, what do you need?
So you don't got obituaries or anything, right?
I mean, we got death records and stuff, yeah.
All right, so here, I'm gonna be honest with you, Anthony, all right? My friends here and I were doing a little bit of a project about urban legends around this place.
Oh, so the Spooner House.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, what, you just want like everything on it?
I kind of glance over at Yen, like...
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a lot. Like, I mean, I hope you guys got a couple of days.
What are the categories?
But,
yeah.
Good.
The categories? I mean, we got everything from blueprints to when it was updated, and I mean, really, like, just the big thing is gonna be the owners and who they were, what year, and when they died. But they're just, it's strewn out everywhere. It's not like I have that on a piece of paper for you.
Gotcha.
Well, let's not waste your time either. Maybe we start with a couple of things. If we need more, we can always come back. Right?
I mean, is there space over here to look through papers? Is there like any seating or anything like that?
Yeah. He could like bring you a box and you can look at it over there if that's what you want. What is both of y'all's human?
40.
Hume int. Where is that?
Middle row. That's like 4 or 5 down.
Oh, thank you. 50.
Okay. Both of y'all make me a roll real quick. And if you're failing, remember, check it off.
Thank you.
We failed, friends. 28 over 40.
27. Success.
Okay. Yeah, you're not really catching on the vibes. He just seems like a normal kid. Maya, you're getting 2 specific vibes from this kid. He keeps glancing at your coffee. Like, just keeps glancing. Like, you think you could, like, a coffee would be as good as $100 bribe to this kid. 2, this seems like like he has woken up in the past 5 minutes, and probably seems like the most exciting thing he's had to deal with in 3 to 10 months, minus the death of Agent Donnelly.
All right. I got you. Listen, we're bothering you. There's a lot of stuff, right? How about we come with some backup, rather. I'll bring some backup.
Sure.
How you like your coffee?
Just a hot mocha.
All right. I'll ask them to bring you a hot milk.
Oat milk. Oat milk.
All right. No, I get that too. Yeah, oat milk's for me as well. We'll get some backup for ourselves because you got a lot of stuff going on. We'll bring you oat milk mocha. White chocolate mocha, dark chocolate mocha. What you got?
Nah, just mocha.
All right, regular mocha. I will like take my phone out and I will text Amber, knowing they're kind of gonna be on their way. Be like, can you bring this on your way for the person who works here, kind of deal. All right, sent. I look over at Yin, and then
I sent the text back.
Yeah.
I sent the text back almost as soon as you get it. It's just like ... Coffee or Red Bull?
I reply ... Coffee? Question mark. Mocha with oat milk from the Starbucks. It's down the street. I'll pay you back. Now
Emoji.
being suspicious of like an emoji reaction. Great.
Thumbs up. You said you're bringing backup. Like, what is this? You said you're researching legends. What is it about?
Well,
You like
Do you
as
believe
a
in ghosts?
school paper? Nah.
No. Well,
it's
I
here's-
do.
Yeah, we're
Oh, cool.
we're production research, right? So like, there's some people that are looking to potentially do a story, and we're just trying to dig up like if it's worthwhile or not. We're who they sent
sure.
out, ahead of time.
Like news?
Nah, like films.
Oh, film. Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you're helpful enough for us. I'll put in a good word. I can ask you to be maybe an extra on set if they want to do some stuff here.
I don't really like that many eyes on me, but I'll take the coffee and I can help y'all out.
Perfect. No, I respect that. So Yen and I, we can start looking until our friend gets here with your coffee, if you don't mind. And then let's start with the blueprints. That sounded good, right, Yen? What else?
Yeah, and the other people who owned it.
People. Yeah, as far
You said that. Yeah. But just what you were about to say. 50
Yeah, the
years, you
people
said?
in the obituaries and all that stuff. That's what's gonna take the most time. I can probably find the blueprint for y'all real quick, and then get y'all some boxes. But it's like you'll have to find the lease for each person that's ever owned it, and when they owned it, how they died. Yeah, that's a lot of pieces.
Boxes
That's what's
are
gonna take the
great.
most time. But we gotta start sometime, right?
Can I make some kind of roll to basically maximize our time? I know there's a lot of data to go through in general, but I'm trying to remember. I know that when Amber looked some stuff up on their phone, they saw obituaries directing to Lander County seat, but I was looking for death stuff that wasn't here. I forget, like medical stuff.
Okay. Or you want to ask him that?
I will ask them that, but also, as I drop my pen, but in general, like, given all of this information, and I don't know what's here and what's not, and through asking, etc., can I try to roll something to, like, maximize efficiency?
The maximize efficiency is just going to be bureaucracy, which I imagine you're waiting on Amber for. This kid's also decent at bureaucracy, but like, that's really what you have Amber for here.
Okay.
And then you know that like you can get some medical things and obituaries at the coroner, and then you can get, if there were any crimes involved, you can get that from the police station. But this place is going to have all those records just kind of spread out.
Okay.
This place is just a mess is the problem. Like it's filing. He opens a filing cabinet and it's like papers falling out of folders.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Yeah. So you're giving it a quick look over, and I'll go ahead and tell y'all, like, you think it's going to take like 12 to 15 man hours. So just the more people you have here with the better bureaucracy, the easier it's going to be to complete all of this. I can go ahead and throw y'all the blueprint because he gets that for you pretty quick. Everything else, if y'all don't mind, I can give y'all a piece in here and there, or I can just hold off until you have the whole thing and give you like the handout that I have. I don't care either way.
I'm fine with waiting. Oh my god, look at the blueprint. Hold on, y'all, you have to see this. This is awesome.
Oh, I didn't even share it with y'all yet.
That's okay. It looks like a piece of paper. I love it.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. I will, yeah, I mean, I will, like, take pictures of the blueprint so we have it, like, I docu-scan it with my phone.
Yeah. Hey, he'll offer to give you a copy, too. There's a copy machine here.
Awesome. So, yeah, I'm down with waiting until Amber gets here so we can all do research, but I will sort of text, a group text to everybody about the situation, how messy it is, there's a lot of random shit here, etc., etc.
Okay. Yeah, and you asked that last question, too, about, like, different things other than obituaries about deaths. And you get a last piece of information from him. He's real hesitant. He's like, yeah, everything that's like news articles and different stuff about people that's like not just fact obituary, we kind of keep off-site. I can
Off-site? What you mean?
just not here in this building, but I can get you some. I can try to get it for you if you want me to. I mean, you're nice enough that you're bringing me a coffee and hanging out with me for the day, so.
Is there anything suspicious about off-site?
It's just a lot of the, like, he points at Yin, like,
Meet a GM or meet a handler.
oh, yes and no. Like, it depends how they work and you're not quite sure. He's basically saying anything that's not the facts of obituary or a lease or something is held off-site. That can be anything from rumors to like grotesque pictures of a death to this person died but is related to this person and this is where their family is now. Like they wouldn't have that at the county seat. Like,
So like the county seat is basically everything that you would find in like a standard newspaper, just in, you know, actual like a blueprint.
yeah. And it's everything very specifically about Lander.
Yeah, like the county.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you, you get the vibes that it would be useful if you could get that stuff.
Yeah. I think that'd be great. Do you who runs, like, do you run this place, or are you just like an employee? Is this a government building?
Yeah, it's a government building. I see the boss like once a month probably.
Who's that?
It's just Mr. Gregor.
Okay. All right. Well, I think if we could do that, that would be great. And if you need help bringing it here or anything like that, like we're willing to go offsite if that helps.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, I'll see what I can dig up there, and I'll work there. Y'all work here, and yeah.
All right.
How long
Don't
does it
take
take
anything.
me to arrive there?
You'd be getting here about now. We're probably going to be flipping over to Fair's character real quick, but you would be arriving about now.
Okay.
With Fair not here.
Oh, I could
you-
could tag Amber out as soon as Amber gets there because like Yen is good at a lot of things. Going through paper is not one of them. So like I could take this moment to go make my phone call while
Okay.
we're waiting for Fair to come back.
Sure. So Amber, you come in and you have the coffee. The kid's still here right now. You have anything you want to do?
Sure. It was like, I have one mocha with oat milk.
That's mine, I think. He's like raising his hand from behind the counter.
I kind of look at the crew
I
or whoever's here. Is this just kind of one of those look at them and then look quickly at him like, is that what's happening?
Yeah, as you kind of walk in, I'm like, the hero of the hour, yeah. So I was just telling Anthony here about how we're scouting for a potential film thing for the Urban Legends project. And he's been so kind to us that this is just kind of a thank you.
Well, in that case, nice to meet you, Anthony, and thank you. And
It's
I
nice to
can't
meet you.
hand them the coffee. So I kind of help with running the website and writing some of their like social content and stuff. So happy
cool.
to meet you and all of that. Right. So did we find anything?
A prize of the
Specifically in
situation.
either residential, medical, or other, I suppose, more unfortunately grotesque records.
And you get apprised of the situation that it's kind of spread out everywhere. It's going to take some legwork, some hours. Y'all can do that now. Y'all can split it up, blah blah blah, whatever y'all decide. He's going to go to the offsite, and I mean, worst case scenario, this is where you are for the day, and you probably get it done.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to like ask, do you have a anything on hand that gives me an idea of what your normal like I guess what your normal records for like who lives at a place or any of those things look like? Like, do I have an idea what their normal paperwork looks like for this area? Because it's different from one state to another.
Yeah, and he'll grab like a recent lease, and he's like, "This is really all we keep that shows like where and what people live where." And you look at it, and it's relatively normal and easy to read. Like it's got the address up top, the name of the owner, how much they're paying for it, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Neat. Thank you.
With Amber here, kind of expert on this type of stuff that you got in house. The medical stuff which you're getting off site is kind of more my forte. Can I tag along with you?
Yeah, if you trust them, then sure.
Yeah, they're fine. Like you said, no taking anything and all that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll head over there, and I mean, we'll probably end up bringing toting boxes back here anyway, so I could use the hand.
You wanted that was a bureaucracy role to kind of like read through all the records, right?
Yeah, with your bureaucracy skill, it would have been like it's basically automatic. So don't worry about the.
Okay, like I went and did a roll and everything. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
I actually
save it for
like
an
that
emergency.
about. I like that about Delta Green, where if you have a high enough like number in something, there's a level of understanding that you know this amount already. It's kind of cool.
Yup. Yeah, yours is what, 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, you meet the skill. You can give me the roll just in case of a crit, but even if you fail, you won't fail.
Wait, what would you have to roll to have a crit?
They're doubles. So at first 0-1's always a crit, and then if you rolled 11 under 50, 22 under 50, 33 under 50.
Oh, okay. This is just it's a 6.
Okay. I mean, nothing more special, but like you know what you're doing. Like, you have a 50 in bureaucracy. You can speed through this paperwork. You're shortening the time by like 2 to 3 hours by yourself anyway. And I mean, by the end of the day, y'all can be through. If this is all y'all do, y'all can be through this and the extra information that they're gonna bring back from the offsite.
Okay.
All right, now we'll jump over to Noreen real quick. Do you call ahead or do you just show up at the antique shop?
Show up.
It's like it's a shop. It's open. Okay. You see a sign on the front that says antique tracker, and then like under the sign, really small letters, it's like www.antiquetracker.com. Just kind of like showing off her website. You walk in.
Yeah, her
it is-
GeoCity site.
Yeah. You walk in. It is a pretty, like, if there could be a hip antique store, this is it. Like, it's nice and cleaned up. Everything's like arranged really nicely. It doesn't look like a yard sale. And behind this little like marble counter, you see a young, attractive woman, brunette, short. She's in professional attire, like a blazer and a skirt. And she doesn't seem like your normal antique person. Like, she's not like a 40-50-year-old woman. Like, she seems like she's like late 20s probably. So hi, can I help you?
Hi. Yeah, are you Elizabeth?
Yeah, Elizabeth Tucker, that's me.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, Miss Tucker. I heard that you were a bit of a historian around here.
Yeah, I know some stuff.
Oh, I guess we're using, just kind of out of character. Between us, we're using our real names, right?
Sure.
Okay.
And I don't want to get super confusing and having y'all to remember like 16 names. So you can
Yeah.
say with her, I want to use a fake name.
Yeah,
And
I'll use a
then-
fake name with her.
Okay. And then I'll continue to call you by your name. And unless something happens, she's going to think your fake name is true.
Great, perfect. Because I was like, I cannot think of one right now.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we're trying
yeah,
to
so I'll-
avoid.
Yeah.
Yep. I
I'll
will not be
introduce
able to
her with a
remember
fake-
15 different names. So.
Yeah, no. So I'll introduce myself with a fake name and, say, like, I heard you're a historian around here, and I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about the town.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, you can.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be specific with you. I'm very curious about the house on Spooner Street.
Oh, the recent 1206?
Yes. I think that's the number, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, what are you wondering about it?
I'm just curious. It seems to have a very mysterious history.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking that it's like haunted or something like that. I mean, way back when we had some furniture come through from that place when there was an estate sale. I don't know much about it. I mean, the furniture was nice, but we sold it off mostly around Lander.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was there anything weird about the furniture, or is it just normal furniture?
No, it's just normal furniture. I think it was like an end table, an armoire, a piano. That's it.
A piano, huh?
Yeah, it was a nice like old piano.
So glad we talked about the piano this
Um,
morning.
Yeah. Interesting. And the piano is still in working condition?
It was when it came through here. I mean, it's been, I think, what was that? 10 years? They said. I don't know.
10 years ago. It was 10 years ago
Yeah,
that you sold it?
but it was back when my uncle owned this place actually.
Oh, a family business. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you could call it that. He didn't want any part of it anymore. He's gone now. So
Has your family always lived around here?
no, not at all. I actually was I think that the Spooner House kind of like piqued my interest at first, and so I
Mhm.
opened the antique shop, and then I didn't really care anything about the house anymore, and yeah, I mean, I was willing to take over my uncle's shop because of it, and it's a fun business. Yeah, what's up?
What clarification question? Did you just say that it was a family business, but that she opened the shop? Or my
No,
notes?
if I did not mean to.
Okay, thank you.
She
took
she
over the shop.
she moved down here to take over for her uncle, so it didn't just close up and lose money, or he couldn't find anyone to sell it to, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, what made you lose interest in the house?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, a lot of the furniture came through. It was normal. I mean, the ghost stories seem to stop. Like, no one really talks about it. And I don't care to go there, so.
Interesting. So you've heard ghost stories. What about the recent murder or death, rather? Don't know if it's
Murder. Yeah, the special agent.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that was rough. I mean, I saw all the newspapers and everything talking about how it's suicide's pretty prevalent in like law enforcement and stuff. So that's sad.
It is very tragic. You know, just in general in this country, we need to work more on people's mental health.
Yeah,
Did you
I
know him?
completely agree. Did I know the agent?
Yeah. Did he ever stop by?
No, not here.
Not here.
I mean, he had been around town back and forth for a while, I know, but I I had heard of him. I've like seen him in the diner. I have never had the pleasure of talking with him.
Can I do some kind of check to see if they're like lying or anything?
Yeah. What's your human?
My hum int is 60.
Yeah, you don't think they're lying. Just-
About anything that they've told me so far.
Yeah, they seem very straightforward, and they're chatting and having a conversation with you. Nothing's really been deep enough for them to want to lie yet.
Huh. And then when they said that they just stopped caring about the house, was there any like sort of shift in their facial expressions when they said that?
No, there really wasn't. Do you have any occult?
I don't think so. Let me see.
I think everyone has 20.
It's
so.
just, no, I just have 10.
Oh, okay. You can roll if you want.
Sure, why not? Maybe I'll get lucky.
Get it with a 10.
No, I don't.
Okay, feel free to check it off.
About a 50.
I mean, yeah, the only thing you can even track back to is like Donnelly's been interested in the house. Now she said she was interested in it at one point, and like that's all you really know.
Yeah, I guess it's just odd to me that like you just suddenly lose interest when like the whole reason you moved here was because of the house. That's just weird.
Yeah.
But I can't get any sort of read off of that. But I will sort of just make a note of it, and say, well, I was just wondering, like, you probably can't, but I'll figured I'd ask anyway. Like, do you still have records of the people who bought that furniture?
I don't have the records on me, but I think I could definitely track down the furniture. It was very specific pieces that came through. It might take me a day or two.
Honestly, that would be perfect. Would you be willing to follow up with me on that?
Yeah. Do you have a number? You just want to come back in?
I'll give her my burner number.
Okay. Yeah, she'll take it down, and she promises to call you when she figures it out.
Okay. Well, it's lovely speaking to you, and we'll be in touch.
Oh, it was you as well. It's a fake name. Here.
The fake name I give her is just fake name. It's
Yeah. First name fake, last name name.
Oh, I love your fake name. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll just leave. And hopefully she can get that information for me and let me know about that furniture.
For sure.
'Cause,
And you have some relative trust for her too. Like she is a friendly for Delta Green, so.
yeah.
Do we know if friendlies of Delta Green know about Delta Green? Like, is that a known thing?
They usually know of Delta Green in some way, form, or fashion. The big difference between them is they're not agents. They don't go out. So you still have to keep a relative amount of information away from them, but you can tell them that you're part of Delta Green if you want to.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Yeah, that's fine.
It worked out.
I'll be straight up with you. Like we're learning the game, and two, with her, you would not have got much more information, or you wouldn't have got any more information by her knowing that you're friendly. Okay. Yin, you're stepping outside to make a phone call.
I'm stepping outside to make a phone call. If there's somewhere semi-comfortable outside, that would be perfect. If not, I'll just go into my car. Just so
Yeah.
like random passersby don't happen to,
Sure. I
Here.
mean, you can find a park bench, and it's not the busiest street in the world, or you can go to your car.
Oh, yeah, I'll stay outside. And we'll call ourselves one Emil Yarrow.
Yeah, bro.
Yarrow.
Okay. 1, 2, 3 rings. Picks up. Yes. This is Professor Yarrow.
Hi, Professor. You don't know me, but you I think do know the place I work with, Delta Green. Calling in a response. Rather, I have some questions for you. About a certain place that I'm at right now. If you've got some time.
Okay. I mean, I would assume you're probably in Lander, right?
Yeah. Yeah, actually I am. We're out here looking at this Spooner house here, and I was calling to see if you knew anything about the area, about the house, about perhaps Agent Donnelly or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I had spoke to Donnelly a couple of times between here and there, just as a friendly. I knew he has interest in the house, and he thought it was definitely connected to Delta Green. That's kind of why he was here. Sad what happened to him. He'd go silent for a second. Sorry, somebody came in. Yeah. Other than that, what was the other question?
Do you know did Donnelly say anything about the specific about the house, about anything that he was experiencing, or anything he saw, heard, felt?
Not really, no. I mean, he didn't really talk to me about all that. He talked to me a couple of times about my specialty, parapsychology. So I figured he at least thought it had to be involved in ghosts or something. But
Do you remember the sort of things that you told him, that he asked you about?
I mean, yeah, anything I would tell anyone that wants to know about all of that. I mean, it's he lets out a breath, and you get the sense that he's this is the part of his work that he enjoys as a friendly, because he gets to talk about his college degree.
Excellent.
He
I
goes,
relate.
I mean, yeah, it's really just when you got places like that, especially if they're haunted, it's it's going to be a negative just field of energy, and just anything can disrupt that energy, from positive energy of another life to, I mean, just the amount of time that someone spends there, or the time of day, night. I mean, like I told him, the best time to get those spirits to contact you, if it's demonic or ghost or anything like that, you want to be in there at night, and quite often you want to be alone.
Feels feels counterintuitive to, I don't know, a lot of things, but anyway,
I I mean, they're not gonna reach out to you if somebody else is affecting the long-term nexus that's there.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Give me an occult roll.
I would love to. I have pretty high cult. Dang it. 51 over 50.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you don't really get the sense of a lot of the things he's saying if they're right or wrong. You've heard some click words in occult, like
Yeah.
nexus and long-term emotional energy and blah blah blah. He seems very knowledgeable and authoritative, though.
And we all know people that speak with authority. Just know their shit. Gotta listen.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. All right. What experience, if anything, have you had with uh auditory I guess premonitions or anything like that, if any?
I mean, yeah, it's usually the first thing that would manifest in a nexus of negative energy or like consecrated ground or something like that. It's kind of like, I mean, that's one of the things that pushed me towards Delta Green in the first place. There's a old hotel that was killing people in a certain room, and it just, you know, when you walk by the room, it wants to lure you in. You hear that.
Ah.
But I mean, all force, maybe it's demonic, then it's bad. But all forces, like ghosts and stuff, they're not bad, you know? Like, if they want to lure you in, they could just wanting to be talked, and that's why you go in one-on-one and have an easier time to talk to them.
Right. I agree with you.
My players are making me laugh. I just see everybody going crazy. going wild.
Okay. All right. Auditory lures. Some, if it's fine, it wants to talk. If it's not good, then it could be bad. That's the gist of what I just got. Right?
Are you asking the handler or him?
Him on the phone.
He's like, yeah. I mean, there's a fine line between like spirits, ghosts, and demons.
That I do know. I'm very familiar with that. Okay. Well, okay. I guess the last thing would be if you know what? No. If you're not busy today, and if I have other questions, I might give you a call back if that's okay, or over the next couple of days. Is that all right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always here to talk. If you need any help, I've been wanting to check out the house anyway. I can come help too.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll let you. I'll let you know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks for calling.
Yep. And I will hang up.
Okay. That was Emiliaro. Assuming that Amber and Maya are relatively busy, unless y'all want to have a small talk conversation or y'all have something y'all want to talk about, then we can fast forward a little bit of the day.
Sure.
I'm down to fast forward. I just want to quickly check. You mentioned that it was slightly suspicious that they kept it all off-site. So in the fact that I'm visiting off-site myself, I want to just pay attention. Does anything strike me in that regard?
Not really. But as you're like looking through the information trying to find the boxes, you do see that a lot of the boxes here are concentrated on Spooner Avenue. It's not that that's super suspicious, but it's nowhere near as chaotic as the other place. And it seems like they were like, all right, this is all Spooner information that we don't really care for people to have access to.
Yeah, so Anthony, like,
Yeah.
all the fact that all this stuff's here together. So you saying, like, did other people come ask around about this already? Is that why it's all gathered here?
I mean, no one specifically, no. I think it's kind of a, he looks around. You can tell he's like a little nervous to be here. I think it's kind of like, you know, if we have a house where people die all the time on the news, like people gonna move out of Lander, no one's gonna buy that house anymore. It's bad capitalism practices.
Right. Yeah, and somewhere, you know, we'll make sure to spin this and drive lots of tourists to, you know, up the economy. And you can tell, like, this is not really Maya's forte.
Yeah. And not really his either. He's just like, I mean, yeah, like, I don't care, really, which is, like, this is fun. That's why we're here. But, I mean, I just can't get caught. That's it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, no, we won't tell no one. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of looking around. Is there, like, this is his boss that he was saying, basically? Like, that's why it's not allowed? Or it's not allowed because they don't want people having this information for the reasons you mentioned already?
That one. They don't want people having this information for the reasons I mentioned. Like,
Okay.
it's just not good publicity. And you imagine it's probably a combination of, like, the newspaper and the police that kind of have things under wraps.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, y'all get like 3 boxes of stuff and carry it over.
Okay.
I will, just so we don't get confused later, the later bureaucracy rolls for this stuff will be retroactive to if y'all found anything in there, in that room. Does that make sense? Like, I'm saying you found stuff, but it's if you found it or not. Does that make sense? Because you're gonna have to roll later for some specific information.
Okay.
Okay.
So we here's all the stuff. Now when we pull specific information, that'll be what we found in these boxes.
Yes. Yep. Okay. If everybody's good, we'll speed up to like the end of the day. We'll say y'all probably got lunch at some time. It's about dinner time now. Anthony's stayed 2 hours after closing. He's getting ready to close up. Y'all have a good list of stuff going on, and I am about to lore dump y'all if y'all make some rolls. So
I love
All
lore
right.
dump. Ready.
I'm assuming we're roping Noreen in when they're done. We're roping Yen back in, and all of us are
Yeah,
here.
as soon as Yen's done, Yen's
yeah, I figured
there.
everybody's probably back there. So
All right, you ready? I'm a vie for something.
you know what?
A vie
A
for
what?
something.
Vie for something.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
don't want to roll bureaucracy. I want to
Okay.
roll forensics. So I'll give you my reasoning. I'm specifically going for the medical stuff. So I want more specific data instead.
Okay, I'll let you roll forensics for one of them because I think it applies. The rest are going to be bureaucracy because the book says so. And I don't have a way to make that not be that.
No, that's fine.
Okay. So, are
Give
we
me
talking
a
about,
second.
like, okay.
A couple of things. So this is what y'all find, period. This is a list of owners to people that you know have no longer owned the house. So it's 1956 to 1960, George and Margaret Crease, 60 to 63, Michael Daughtery, 63 to 66, Adam and Rebecca Tuer, and family, 67 to 71, Jonathan Reese, 72, Dr. George Weaver, same year, 72 to 77, Thomas and Imogene Greeley and family, 78 to 85, Peter Diaz, 85, Gareth Geddos, 86 to 88, Jason and Janine Aiken. 89 to 94, John Tyler. 95 to 2000, Lewis Tycroft. 2001 to 2007, Amanda Braintree and family. 2008 to 2014, Andrea Falcone. 2015 to 2016, Yamila Isari. And then you know that Yamila Isari was the last owner prior to Donnelly. Like, Donnelly never owned it, but that no one has owned it since then.
Do we know where Yamila is?
Dead. She was the one person that was found dead the same exact way that Donnelly was.
Okay.
I will attempt to get y'all a better picture of this next time, but I can also go through what y'all did get already. I can sit here and go through all of the number of victims for each and the cause of death. If you would like me to.
I was gonna say there was the last thing that we had was the last thing I wrote down, I should say, is that at least with public records there was in the last 50 years there's 10 deaths or over 10 deaths. I don't know how I wrote this down, and potentially 10 owners, but there's way more than 10 owners on here. There's way more than 10 people listed on this thing.
Yes. Yeah. I think the house is like Swiss.
I have-
No, that's what, 16? It's like 15 or 16 here. So
This is what I have written. I have there's been over 10 deaths and 10 new owners within the last 50 years.
yeah, so over 10 deaths and over 10 new owners, basically. This is the whole list that you got to put together, names and years and everything. I'll go down. So I'm going to go down the list. I'm going to give victim number and cause of death. Victim number, cause of death. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
then
and then you
we'll-
said you would supply this list.
Yeah, do we have to take
later.
notes?
I will supply it next time. I could not find a good one this time. If I have to, I'll take a picture on my phone next time and give it to you.
Sure.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Yep. So the first one, the Croesus, 2 dead, and its cause is listed murder-suicide. Daughtery, 1 dead, accident. Tour family, 1 dead, accident. Reese, 1 dead, suicide. Tell me if I need to slow down. Dr. Weaver, 1 dead, accident. Greeley family, 2 dead, fire. Diaz, 1 dead, suicide. Ghettos, 1 dead, accident. Aiken, 1 dead, gas leak. Tyler, 1 dead, accident. Tycroft, 1 dead, suicide. Braintree, 1 dead, suicide. Falcone, 1 dead, accident. Isari, 1 dead, suicide. And y'all know that Donnelly was 1 dead, suicide, if y'all count him in this list.
With all the people who are listed as their deaths being an accident, do we have the nature of those supposed accidents?
You don't, and that's some of the stuff that Maya went to get in the other boxes and we'll be rolling bureaucracy for.
Okay.
Cool.
Any comments thus far? I don't want to just lore dump and not let y'all talk.
I think throughout the time that we're kind of gathering this information, Maya's kind of like, in moments where Anthony's like in the back getting more things for us, so trying as much as possible to keep actual discussions away from Anthony. I'm just gonna be like, so 6 and 6? I don't know about the fire and the gas leak, but 6 accidents, 6 suicides? That doesn't... This is ridiculous. And it's more just like commenting and processing, slowly getting more and more like just absurd or feeling more absurd as she reads.
Yeah, and it kind of like reinforces what you were thinking earlier as well. Like, if anyone else had the information that in the past 50 to 60 years, over 12 people have died and there have been 6 accidents, 6 suicides in one house, like, it would just be a cursed town, much less just a cursed house.
So in the time that I was looking up stuff, I would have looked up for the Spooner house, how many people have lived there and how long their occupancies were. And what I'm looking for is there a pattern to how long they were there before things happened or before they moved or
I
between
think
the times that the house has changed
that's what
ownership?
this list is, right?
Yep.
It's the same.
That's
it's the
mostly what
same
this
list.
list is, and you're trying to put some numbers together and see if there's any kind of correlation to them. And no, like very specifically, there are some that throw everything off. That looks like they, like Dr. George Weaver. Y'all dig in a little more. He was there 9 days. He bought the house, and 9 days later, he died.
Is there
And
ever
then
an
some
owner
people
that
were there for
didn't
like.
die? Sorry.
I was just gonna say some people were there for like 7 years before they
Mhm.
did something. They left.
Yeah, there was one owner that didn't die. It was well.
There's a
yeah.
handful of people who haven't died because there's like Thomas and Imogen Greeley. There was only what 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. There was only 2 people who died, but it was Thomas, Imogen Greeley, and family, which means that there was people that survived.
Same with Adam,
Yeah.
Adam and Rebecca Tour and family. There was
And
only
the
one dead.
Aikens, there was only one of those that died to a gas leak.
Yeah. So some people
So-
have survived. It seems there has never been someone that moved in and didn't die from this list. You were also told that you also have been told that the news archive holds everything about the people that originally built the house, which would be the Wheelers.
The Wheelers?
Okay.
The Wheelers, because we
Wheelers.
only hold up to, or they only hold up to 1950s here, and the house was built in 1902.
That's Wealeer?
Wheeler.
Yeah, I totally knew how to spell that. Got it. Okay. And you said who has that information?
The news archive.
Okay, which is separate from here. Okay.
Yep, it's like a newspaper where they hold the newspaper stuff. Any last questions before we start letting Sin roll all of these bureaucracies?
I guess that I do have a question, but that question would be about like this town. Like, is there kind of like history about like that section of the town or the families that lived here that's also going to be, is that also going to be in the archives, or are there any notes about things like how long this town has been here, what it was founded, and what was happening here around the early 1900s or the late 1800s?
Yeah, you'll get, looking through here, like you can find the date the town was founded. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I'm gonna say like 1840. You can find anything factual like that you want, like the house was built in 1902. This is when the county seat was built. Blah blah blah. Anything aside from that, like what families were doing around here and stuff, would be in, if it was of note, it would be in news articles at the time.
Okay.
All right.
I do have one question. And again, this is it sounds like a lot of like the supplementary knowledge is going to be the newspaper archives. So, overarching question. I know this is an all hands on deck situation. For the ease of answering our questions, is there and valid if it's a separate day that we have to do this separately, but can we sort of maybe combine between the two days and make rolls in the newspaper archives as well, or do we want to handle that like quote unquote tomorrow?
We'll handle that quote unquote tomorrow. There's going to be much less, just more specific information from the news archives. You're actually getting the majority of the random information now based on these bureaucracy rules.
Okay.
And it's going to be, this is the lore dump, so.
All right.
Okay. Oh, no, hold on. I'm checking notes here just to make sure. You said that there were some people who lived here and survived living at this Spooner house?
Yeah.
Not
Well,
there was always a death no matter what family was here, but like Adam and Rebecca Toure and family, I'll tell you this. It looks like there were 4 people. There were 2 kids and 2 adults. There was 1 death.
And is there any info here? Well, so yeah, so noting that we're looking
I
at
could do some research
information. Yes, on the survivors.
Trigger. Yeah, and you have the obituary, so trigger warning, child death. But it was their 9-year-old son that died.
Okay.
And yes, y'all can do plenty of information on the survivors, and this might have some of it.
Okay, so do you want to just give us information and then we'll ask questions after?
Yeah. Cool. All right. There's a lot, so let's ask specific questions based on each one, actually.
Okay. What are we?
So you're gonna roll
first?
for each name here.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
My thing just broke. Hold on.
And we're rolling bureaucracy. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me my further research.
Says, nah, you gotta make it up now.
Pause.
No worries. So
we pause.
So in the discussion between us, just to kind of combine our notes while we wait, let's make a little list of questions. I'm wondering two things. One, with all these deaths, like, I get it. They put these boxes the last 50 years away into the offsite, storage, but there's still the newspaper. People still die, and they still, get told about it. How is the news not going out that there's been so many deaths here? That's my thing.
Because Delta Green, probably.
You think they're covering it up?
I mean, they
if
have to.
if they didn't, they'd be doing a terrible job.
Well, if they do and other people come over here and have interactions with that house, that would be a problem, wouldn't it?
I mean, yeah, but all right. I will share a look with Noreen about like our opinions about Delta Green on this situation.
I think for Noreen, her question is sort of similar to Maya's in that, like, okay, we're covering up these murders because they are unusual. That's one thing. But what is the purpose of keeping this house to begin with, if it's so dangerous?
What is keeping the house here, if with all these deaths? Why does it keep getting bought? The kind of the background behind that?
Yeah.
That's the question. I'll say y'all dug into that a little. Y'all are hitting on the right questions as players now for sure. There's never, from what y'all see, there's never been any real plans to demolish the house. And it almost always, like, no matter what happened with, like, this was a suicide, there was actually a murder-suicide once, the house sold pretty quickly after. Like, very quickly.
So we would look into basically the realtors of that, if it's always the same, or like that situation, if there's anything about that.
It is always the same. I asked this last time.
Yeah.
It's for
It's
the
always
past
the same.
50
It's
years.
like-
It's been like Lander's Realty.
Lander Realty.
And then before
yeah.
that, there was yeah, and before that, it was probably just sold by owners to different owners.
Okay.
Yep.
But maybe we can find out records for that.
So we're looking into Lander Realty. Anything we got about the statements and obituaries from the survivors, and maybe complementary research now, like Googling, seeing where they are now, if that is relevant. Anything else?
You're about to have a lot from this. So.
Yeah. In our research of like just like the house, the exchange of hands with the house and whatnot, I want to know if there are records of whether or not the furniture was also included in those sales.
Only.
And this is where I'll bring up the piano. That was
Yeah. Only once, it seems. And it was you actually don't even have all the notes. You can't tell whose name it was, but you see that once there was an estate sale along with the house. So like the house and all the furniture got sold off, like as an auction kind of thing.
Which is what she said as well.
Yep.
When her uncle was running it.
Yep.
Was it odd that the uncle left, Noreen? Like, is it connected to the fact that he, like, got the piano or something?
I don't think I didn't get the sense that he left. I get the sense that he just retired and possibly passed on.
Gotcha.
Waffles can maybe clarify. Because she
I
said
mean-
he's gone. It's kind of sound like he passed away. Is what my
Yeah.
interpretation of that was.
She made it seem like he was alive when she took over the business, and then she
Yeah.
just used the words "he's gone" as in like she didn't want to talk about it anymore. That could mean dead. That could mean she doesn't talk to him.
To me, the uncle's a little suspicious because it happened. The estate sale happened with the uncle, but I will denote that. But aside from that,
Yeah, we can call
Yeah,
that a
okay.
minor loose end.
Okay.
You might want to call her and check up. But other than that, all right. Wheeler is the only one I'm gonna let you roll forensic on.
Okay, tell me when the rolls are up for auction.
Yep, you'll be next, and we will be going. I imagine you will succeed almost all of them too. So.
Y'all pray for these dice of mine.
just to double check, do I need to roll with a, where's my forensics? A 60 forensics.
Yes.
Then I failed.
Okay. Mark it. That's a good one to mark. Cool. All right, George. We lost. We lost our player. He's been taken by the house.
The house.
Oh no. All right. George and Margaret Crease. Bureaucracy. You can roll at a +20. All these bureaucracy rolls because of Anthony helping. Because of all the work y'all did, bringing him the coffee. He had
You know
fun,
something?
etc.
So that means 20 plus whatever my score is? Or
Yeah.
subtract
Yes.
20 from the score that I roll?
Either way, same thing, really.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Anthony came in clutch for that +20. I just rolled a 63 over 70. Or under
Nice.
70,
Nice.
sorry.
Okay. I'll give you all these and delete the ones that you don't get as well. Because there's a lot. So George and Margaret Crease, they moved in after the Wheeler death, and these are going to be paragraphs. I suggest not trying to write them. They moved in after the Wheeler death. They updated the house, the water heater, the refrigerator, gas range, wiring, and etc. They made a lot of updates to the house. By 1957, Margaret became pushy and rude, much like she didn't used to be. She was always a very nice lady. George seemed to become frightened and rarely went outside. He then, about a year later, refound himself at church, and that became the only reason that he ever left the house. Margaret spent a lot of money, like a huge sum of money in 1957, to restore the huge wall mirrors in the bedroom. There are photographs included, and you see like these wall mirrors in the bedroom, and it looks literally like there are little slits where the mirrors are disconnected, but it looks like the wall is made out of mirrors all around in this like trade magazine photo. It's like a black and white photo. On the 12th of October 1960, George Crease drove out of the house, bought a double barrel shotgun, a box of 20 shells, came back, shot his wife, and then himself. George had set fire to the house prior to the shots, but a neighbor extinguished it prior to any major damage. This was the first big thing since the Wheeler's death, which the Wheeler's death didn't seem to be a big thing. So the community kind of bounced between pretending it didn't happen and trying to cover it up.
This one, the Crease.
Yes. Yep. All right. Bureaucracy roll.
Oh my god. Okay, well, hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm reading that correctly. That is a 94 over 70.
Sheesh. All right.
Even
you
with
can,
your 20 subtract? Because you said
Yeah.
you could subtract or add, right?
Yeah, that
Yep.
is that. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's rude. It's offensive.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
You
an
can mark-
86 on mine. Just I feel it.
You can mark that down. I'll tell you a couple things. You already know that the 9-year-old son died. He was discovered drowned in the toilet of the master bedroom with the door locked from the inside as if he locked it.
Wait, this is
This is the Tour family.
Third one.
Oh. Did we...
They're not all on here.
Got it.
And let's see what else. Let's do one other thing. Rebecca, Anton, and Elise are all still alive. Seems they're in like Quebec. Elise is in the States, I should say, actually.
So
Elise
that
was
is
the younger.
Family
Elise was the
of
younger
the
daughter, and Anton. Sorry.
Adam.
Elise was the younger daughter. Rebecca and Adam were the adults at the time, the parents. They moved back to Quebec when this happened, and Elise stayed in the States, and you don't really know. Like, it's hard to track down otherwise, but you have all the names.
How are you ruling if we want to make supplementary rolls from the information we're getting? Is that possible, or is this kind of, this is what it is?
This is what it is for now, for sure. I mean, y'all can make some Google rolls later or something.
Okay.
These are good things to follow up on when y'all like split up again, probably.
What was the name of the kid?
Anton. Question mark.
Question mark.
I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, Anton.
Oh, question mark from Waffles. Okay.
Yeah, question mark.
His middle name was question mark.
His middle name was question mark. I was deleting stuff. Okay. Next bureaucracy roll. George Weave. Weaver, even.
Okay, that is a 59 under 70.
Okay. He was a well-liked doctor, lifelong bachelor. His practice replaced the last doctor in town in 1965, who just moved away from town, like normal retirement, basically. He attended the open house after Jonathan Reese's suicide, and while several neighbors warned him of the house's dark past, he laughed it off. He moved in on the 3rd of June, 1972, and died 9 days later on the 12th of June, 1972. What you really find about his death is that he was electrocuted under odd circumstances. The clocks stopped when all the circuits broke. So all the clocks read 2:30 a.m. and he was found in the garage. The oddest part about it is his car was not in the garage, so no one can really figure out what he was doing in his garage to be electrocuted at 2:30 a.m.
They ever find his car?
Yeah, it was in the shop.
Can you reiterate the move-in and death dates?
Yeah. He moved in the 3rd of June, 72. And he died on the 12th of June, 72.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome to Reflections about the Green Story, where we take a lot of notes.
Yep. This is the info gathering. Bureaucracy. Four more.
Who's this?
No, we're good.
This is Peter Diaz.
51 over 7. Under 70, sorry.
Okay. Trigger warning. Darker life and suicide on this one. So Peter Diaz bought the house in 1978. He was a baker from a nearby town. He was a very skilled carpenter, and he spent 3 years repairing the house from the 1977 fire as like a side job. Public news put a positive spin about the repairs. In 1982, Diaz left his wife and 2 children to move into the house full time. News seems to spin it that it was a divorce already in the making. He spent a huge sum of money repairing the house, expanding the garage, and restoring the mirrors with period glass, which, if nobody knows, that's like a super top tier expensive glass in the late 1920s.
What aside from the glass?
He expanded the garage and restored the mirrors. And then in 1985, he hung himself in the second bedroom with a note pinned to his chest that said, "Finished now." All right, bureaucracy. Lewis Tycroft.
Or 75 over 70.
Okay. You don't get to mark it again, unfortunately. Let's see, what can I give you for this one on a fail? He moved in after a recent divorce, and you actually find a piece of paper that says, see coroner for questioning.
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing
Last
about
one.
how they died.
No.
Okay.
That's what you assume the sea coroner is. And actually, this isn't the last one. Jason and Janine Aiken. I think I skipped one by accident.
49 under 70.
Nice. All right. They moved from across Lander, so they had always been in Lander, in 1986. They faced problem after problem in the house. They thought it was going to be like, newlywed, we got a new house. And they just kept facing problem after problem with like little things that came up. In 1988, thinking it was all done, Janine started painting the house to her liking. Jason returned from work late one night to discover the home filled with gas. All 4 burners were on the stove. Authorities say it's miraculous that there was no explosion. She died later that evening in the hospital, and then Jason left a month later.
So Jason's still alive.
Yep. And it just says like he moved out of Lander. You probably have to track him down too, if you plan to.
So this was before Tycroft. This was...
Yes. I skipped them by accident.
Oh, okay, so this was after Diaz and then... Sorry, before Diaz.
No, after Diaz. Jason and Janine Aiken.
Okay, quick question.
Yep.
Between Weaver and Diaz, the Diaz one you mentioned repairing from fire damage, is there any mention of this fire? Because there was no fire with Weaver.
It says 1977 fire, but Thomas and Imogene hasn't been,
Okay,
they're not part of this collection.
got it.
Okay, last one. And I actually roll with another +10, so you can roll at an 80 bureaucracy on this one, because you already have a little information on Yamila from Delta Green.
Okay. 64 under 80.
All right. Yamila was a transplant from the United Arab Emirates. Did I say that correctly? Arab, sorry. United Arab Emirates. She fell in love with the house as a university student and offered the current owner at the time, who was Andrea Falcone, a ridiculous cash offer, who turned it down. It was like double what the house was worth in cash at the time. Later that year, Falcone suffocated in the upstairs room. Isari purchased it that year, right when it went up for sale. Spent 2 months in frantic decorations involving local antique shops, kind of filling up the furniture and such. She became famous, then suddenly like famous for like restoring all this furniture and like Instagram type stuff. What's up?
I got confused. You said this was Yamila. Is this Falcone?
This is Yamila. It mentions Falcone a couple of times, but this is Yamila.
So Yamila did a cash offer
To Falcone.
To
Got it.
Falcone. Like
She wanted to
Falcone
buy the
said
house
no,
from
and then
Falcone.
she passed. After which Yamila bought the house.
Okay.
Yamila was, so she became famous for this like furniture restoration that she was doing at the time, and then suddenly became a recluse, kind of just never heard from again. She was discovered dead on the 14th of November 2016. A picture of her death shows that her throat was slit in a very consistent way as Agent Donnelly.
There's a picture.
Yep. Of her body, not like in the house, but it's like of her body at the corners.
Can I make a forensics check to see if it's something that could be done to herself?
Yeah.
And maybe
do
even
it.
compare to Donnelly's myself?
Yeah. Give me a forensics.
Yeah, that's a
Actually, sorry. What is your forensics?
60.
It's 50, right? 60. Yeah, you would know this. Sorry, that's my bad for calling for a roll. Could it be done to herself? Could Agent Donnelly do this to himself? Yes. It'd be really hard. These cuts are clean. There's no stops. You know that with a lot of suicide cases, there are often like hesitation marks and restarts and such. These are like I somehow almost cut my head off with a straight razor.
And how identical are they to each other?
From what you see, like within 85%.
And given that it's not likely to be done to oneself, and they are 85% similar to each other, for my forensic knowledge of like matching types of cuts and things like that, like is 85% enough to assume it's done by the same person?
It's enough to assume it's done by the same type of thing, which is why it was said straight razor. The thing is, there were never any footprints or weapon or anything found
Okay.
at these places, so they had to be ruled a suicide. And like you understand, like it would have been one of those things. Like I'm like, yeah, it sucks, but you know, like what can you do if there's just one dead person here?
Okay.
Like they did the whole forensic sweep and everything and didn't find anything. Okay. With that, we're closing in on time, so we'll say that y'all, if it's okay, we'll say that y'all have dinner, go back to the motel, get some. It's like 7 p.m. now, so we'll say that y'all have dinner, go back to the motel, get some rest, and we'll start off with a fresh day next week.
Okay. If we're going to the hotel to get some rest, hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Yay, I don't need to run.
All right.
It's been a long day of reading lots of
All
papers.
that reading just wore your brain.
All that reading.
Yeah.
Phew. All right. So y'all got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of stuff that you can use to start connecting dots. I'll go ahead and tell you, your agents kind of putting two and two together. At this point, research is obviously very important. The more you do, the better. The better you can prepare yourself. But you know Delta Green, and you know that like eventually to stop the house you have to go in.
I don't wanna.
I feel like the best way to stop the house is quick fire, boo boo. I don't gotta go
the
inside
thing
for
is that
that.
I feel
just
like-
need
I
a
feel
lot of
like there's been-
gasoline.
There's been some fires that have happened already in the house, and people have died.
Well, we don't.
What if
know,
we
like,
take
the
a
extent of the
Molotov
damage to the house,
cocktail and shoot it into the front window?
Listen,
with a potato
legitimately-
cannon?
That's an option.
I am down if y'all are down.
Yeah, I mean, we
Little
come
bit of
back next week
arson.
and y'all tell me what you want to do, and like I am not here to stop any option that makes sense.
I'm gonna call this request, be it montaged next time or what, but I want to come back to basically like after dinner, which I'm imagining we're all like processing to whatever extent that means for us. Also not willing to have public conversations about it. But we go back to the hotel, a moment of just kind of all of us sitting together in one room and analyzing our thoughts on this is where I would love to pick up before we go to the following day.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense to me.
I'm down.
All right.
Cool. All right. The first time we've tried to do this, we're about to do a break, grab a couple drinks, and settle up for some 20, 30 minutes of like Gartic phone or something. Kind of come down from all that.
Come down from lots of
Lots of suicides.
info.
Gotta shake out the carpal tunnel from all that writing.
Yeah.
All that note taking.
Yeah.
Stretch out the wrist. Sounds great to me. So I will say thank you all very much for hanging out with us through this episode 2 of Delta Green. Stick around if you want to hang out with us, decompress with us, talk about our wild theories, and or just play Gartic Phone. We'll take a quick break, so you should as well. Stretch, take care of yourselves, hydrate, all those good things. We'll be back in just a little bit. Bye!
Bye.
And
Hello.
I keep hearing hello. I'll actually read that. There we go. Hi y'all, we're back. Should I change our category? What do y'all think? Or are we just hanging out here for now?
Probably.
I'm thinking I kind of want that
there's a
sound
Gartic
effect for my
phone.
text messages.
It's very nice, isn't it? It's very pleasant.
Yeah, there should be a
Um,
Gartic phone category. You can just switch us to real quick. I wouldn't worry about changing the title or anything.
All good. All right, Dunsky.
Dunsky, let's go. Let's see how bad we can all draw. Because I'm horrible.
Well, I'm not bad, but that doesn't mean that I'm good on my mouse.
Yeah.
What?
Mouse humbles us all.
Exactly. Even playing field. What are we starting off with? Normal.
Let's start off
normal,
normal
'cause
since
Fair,
we have some people that haven't played.
All right. Just start. I'm gonna start. Okay, it's doing stuff.
It's doing it.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
Waffles,
so
you're sharing your computer sounds, so we're hearing an
Shit.
echo.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I am no longer sharing them.
all right. Oh, there's. Well, I guess chat gets to see my terrible things. Write a sentence. Chat. Do you have a sentence for me?
Give her a sentence, chat. I always love the thought, like, if I play this after, like, a Delta Green game, my sentences are so different than if I just started this for the night, or, like, if I've been playing Jackbox or something.
Yeah.
Ring, ring.
All right.
Oh dear.
Oh, gosh.
Why would you do this? Who did this?
All right. Well, I mean, we have a timer.
You do have a timer.
We do have a timer.
Sort of.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I have added pressure with chat here. I'm just saying.
Oh, gosh. Why? Because they're watching you?
Yes. I don't remember what freaking. How many. I don't know how many sides these things have. Okay.
6.
You get it. You get it.
This
You
is
have
a
fun over there?
tragedy.
I'm ready to see who got mine.
Oh, wait, no, let me erase that.
I'm so bad at this. I'm the best drawer in the world. Not.
Well, I'm gonna go with that, and someone's gonna have to deal with that. My mistakes.
All right, that's pretty solid. We can't be mad at that.
I'll never be mad at any of you for anything you draw during this game.
Can't be mad at that at all. All right. Done.
Don't do
I've
it.
hit the done button.
Ring, 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 ring.
Ring, ring.
Banana phone.
Mentalomia. That's pretty good.
I'm an artist, I swear.
I'm ready.
You have like
So-
5 seconds.
Done.
Oh god.
Oh god.
What is this?
If it's mine, I don't apologize because what I had to
It
try
looks
to
like
draw.
a grilled cheese sandwich.
Shh.
We're not all getting the
It's a
same
guess,
drawing,
right?
you know?
Yeah,
No.
you
Yeah,
just.
but
I'm
we're not
looking
all
at
getting
type
the
in
same
guess.
one.
Oh, I was looking at the screen.
No.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's okay. It's what I was going for anyways. I was gonna guess grilled cheese.
These are my favorite because I can guess it really weird and make the next drawing bad.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
Fuck me.
God.
Oh lord.
Wait. Am I? We have to.
And then you draw again.
Yeah, now you draw this. Somebody guessed someone
Oh.
else's drawing and now you're drawing it.
Oh.
And then at the very end, you get to see like how the drawings became bad.
I don't know how to draw this. Ugh.
Hmm.
Oh, no.
I'm on the eraser.
This is the most convoluted drawing.
I feel like I'm really burying the lead here, and I always do this. Alright, here's the critical part.
We can't do words, right?
Correct.
Well,
Oh, I did worse on mine. Sorry, I
I
didn't
mean, that's
realize.
kind of up to you. I mean, don't
But it
write
wasn't
down
really,
like,
like-
this is what this is.
No,
Sure,
it
sure,
was
sure.
like a no. I didn't write down what it was.
Yeah, that's what I would do, so I'm not gonna do it.
Oh my god.
This is great. Everything's fine.
What am I doing?
This is great. This is
This is
fine.
great.
This is good and great and fine. Nothing is wrong. What do you mean?
Oh god. Oh gosh. Oh wait. Here you go. Oh wait, wrong thing.
Have fun.
Fuck.
What is this prompt? I love it. I'm looking at chat, but I'm not cheating, so that's okay. I don't imagine somebody's gonna. Whew,
God,
this drawing.
okay, well,
Tell
no,
me.
Sheesh.
Tell me this is not exactly the prompt though.
I'll tell you.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
gosh. Oh jeez.
What
is
the
this?
heck?
Oh.
What?
Um.
This is the last one, so I'm just like, let's go. Let's go.
What do you think? What do you think, chat, for my excellent description of this?
Yay!
Yeah, now you gotta be the good host and read this for us like I did last time.
Okay, so I will manually.
Yeah,
the
because then you
display
can.
button?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you can decide how fast to go through the pictures.
Excellent. All right, here's my album. Drowning under piles of
Okay.
research.
Topical.
All right, fair. Are you ready? I'm ready.
There you go.
I like the water.
I like that. I can already see how this is gonna go. Oh,
I
okay.
was inspired by Page Master. Thank you so much.
Sin is very good.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, look at oh, I see. I see what you did.
Oh, it's your face.
Oh man. Look, you guys did it. I'm so proud.
Yes.
Look at us. That was good. Yeah, we're gonna be so boring because we're gonna get them all right.
Okay, this was your fault, Waffles.
Ah.
I struggled with this one.
What is? What? I mean, you're not wrong about the.
Look at that dice.
I mean, it makes
That
sense. Fair,
isn't, like,
fair. Your
the-
response makes sense now.
Yeah.
It looks less
Oh,
like
nice.
a dice and more like a portal to another dimension.
Yeah.
I forgot how I couldn't draw a D20 without a reference.
I'm surprised you got the. I'm surprised you got the uncertain D20 roll in there. That's good.
It was the facial expression in the original
Great,
picture.
great. That was the last
Obi.
D20.
Yeah, this is like I was just like I just looked at that and it was just like someone threw that dice in outer space.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
All right.
A sandwich.
That's not bad. Oh, good job, Waffles.
Thanks. Look at
Wow,
that
who could have
sandwich.
seen that picture before?
Order up.
All right, fair.
Nice,
All right.
nice,
All
nice,
right,
nice,
solid.
nice, nice, nice.
So cheesy extra as a treat.
Nice. That's good.
Great.
Wait, hold on. Thank
Oh.
you so much for knowing that was a napkin.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I thought it
Heck
was the
yeah.
order up ticket. I thought it was like the order ticket.
Order up.
It was a napkin.
That's the head
Oh,
ghost.
that's what that was.
Oh.
All right, this is the one I struggled with, so be ready.
Sin, this is great. Okay. This is what I had to deal with. I don't regret
Hey.
this.
Hear me out. Is that not a mad person in a
It
mushroom
looks like a
wizard hat?
mad person
It
with the mushroom
is.
wizard hat.
True.
I can also see it being a sad ghost.
I can see that too, for sure.
I mean, it's one of those. So this looks like a mushroom.
Okay, but I
genie.
love him.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, but he's amazing.
I'm here from the summer court to grant you 3 wishes.
He's angry. Angry toadstool principal.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I'm
Exactly.
happy.
You got it. Exactly what I was
That's
saying.
absolutely
It's-
correct.
That's
Nice.
from the principal for Red Cap Elementary.
I despise you for this.
Wow.
I
You don't want to know where this one went.
absolutely
I know
despise
where
you.
this
So
one went.
excited.
Yeah, it went straight to jail. Is actually where it went. Because I was like, I don't remember what Peppa
Where
Pig
did you
looks like.
sin?
I don't remember.
And met Medea.
Met
Shut the fuck
Medea.
up.
Oh, yo, hold on. Let me raise my hand.
Hold on.
I can't read. I thought that said
Oh.
Medusa.
Oh.
This is gonna be even better. I'm so
I
excited.
mean,
now.
Okay.
if we're going Greek myth Medea, I mean maybe they met at some point.
Yeah.
All right.
I love this.
I need to know. I need to know what in the world.
Crossing the Hydra compound.
The Hydra compound.
Cop, and I couldn't think of it as a sentence.
Man, oh man.
Oh,
The Hydra compound. You mean the
we're-
jail?
We're downloading that one. So there's a GIF there, and I'm just gonna grab that.
done. Downloaded. New turn. Does that do the same one over again? Do I have to go back home?
It'll do the same game. So the same the same rule parameters and all that sort of stuff.
Let's go back home.
Yes. Oh, you guys have to
Home.
join a new one. Oops.
Oh, I pressed home and it killed me.
I said y'all a new link.
Wham. Wham.
Wah, wah.
Wham, wham.
Wham.
There's
That's
a
so
there's
good.
the other ones, so I've played through a handful of these. The knockoff, everybody draws a picture and then you have to then replicate that picture, but every time it swaps, the timer goes faster and faster. So you start with like a really detailed thing and eventually it's like 5 squiggles and 2 colors.
Which one's that one?
That's knockoff.
No, thank you. I don't like time frames. It stresses me out.
I like the animation one when we did that one. It was a lot of fun.
Animation's very fun. I think it's a little hard though.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like compliment.
Compliment was very funny
That's
because
the
that's
one
where you start with
I made the
lines and you
Pac-Man
add
drawing
stuff.
out of yours.
Okay. We'll do compliment.
And I made all of the Among Uses.
We only have 4 of us right now.
Yes. Sin, if you want to click the new link.
Oh, okay.
All right. Last one.
Last one. We'll do a compliment. So the compliment one, if people have not done it, you complete the sketch. So you start with just some basic lines.
You just draw random lines.
Like Rorschach test style, like just does not matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't honestly like I messed up.
Make them very, very like sporadic, just lines. Just draw lines and
abstract.
Weird
I drew
lines.
like half a drawing last time.
Yeah, because these are gonna go to another person and they're just gonna build off of them to make a different picture.
I think that's good. There we go. That seems nice. It's a good basis.
Ring ring.
Ring.
Banana phone.
Okay.
This is chill.
Okay, who is responsible for this?
Me,
Use
bro.
your artistic vision.
Oh, actually, let me do this real quick.
Fuck.
What if I do? Oops. Nope.
Okay.
This one we just go as far as we can, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we
No,
don't
I don't like that.
like. Do we just get to keep this picture, or are we swapping pictures?
No, we're gonna be
with the-
swapping.
We're swapping
after.
again.
To continue to add to it?
No, we're gonna be getting. You're gonna be getting someone else's picture in like 2 seconds.
Definitely not 2 seconds.
Well, not literally 2 seconds, but
Soon TM.
I can't draw. Ah!
Not it undoing the entire picture.
Okay.
I forgot I can't erase lines. Can I draw a white line over?
you can erase lines next to the pencil on the little like toolbar to the right.
I can't erase their lines though.
Oh, that is
course.
correct.
But I can draw lines over them. That's basically erasing.
No cheating. Okay.
Ooh, no, girl.
All right. Let's see what people do with this.
Okay, that's not bad, right, y'all? That's not bad.
Oh, you can erase their lines.
Oh,
Oh
really?
no, you
That's
can't.
weird.
You can't. I lied.
It tries to tell you can, and then it comes back. They're mean. All right. Got some vibes going with that drawing.
I've done something, and I don't think I did a good thing. I think it was actually a mistake.
Oh gosh.
I see. Someone.
Oh,
is
Faye,
gifted
you're
me.
muted, FYI.
I said,
I
what
think
the
we
fuck
were
is
supposed
this?
to finish that drawing, and now I'm finishing
Yeah, we were
another
supposed
drawing.
to. We're gonna get a different drawing.
I don't
Okay.
think you finished it entirely.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, are you supposed to finish it entirely? Because I didn't.
Yes.
Well, no,
Oh.
because that wouldn't make sense though, because we're all gonna get
This one looks like
Everyone's-
the first drawing ever for me.
Yeah, for me as well. Like that.
This is the worst fucking Pikachu I've ever drawn in my life. Why does it look like a panda?
Nada's getting spoiled.
Panda Chew.
I'm leaning into it.
Heck yeah. Crap.
I'm so sorry in advance for whoever picture this is. Fuck.
Why am I doing this? Why?
No, wait,
God
more?
damn it.
More?
Sheesh. What is
Wait,
this?
4 out of 5?
Oh,
We
what
do
the
each of
hell?
ours? Did I not do the rules
yeah.
right?
I think we're doing each of ours.
Okay. Well,
That's why I turned yours into a Pac-Man thing last time.
well.
What can I make out of this? What is this?
No.
Okay, Buffon, you better get it. With this
I
Connectalon
am
wig.
Picasso.
I hope this does it in the right order for me. You'll see.
What do you mean in the right order?
You'll see. This is a callback. Chat knows this is a callback to a previous try.
Don't call it a callback. I've been here for years.
Yeah.
Lami is sending me in chat right now. It's sad. I have no
Oh,
idea what
it's
they're
sad.
talking about, though.
Mhm.
I don't know where I'm going with this, but
Great.
there's something on fire. It's a tree.
Oh wow, no.
I made it
believe
extra
you.
sad for you.
I
Lemia.
can't do this shit. Oh my god.
Oh, come on.
What the
Last one.
fuck is this?
Last one. Last one.
Oh
Last
my
one.
god.
All right.
But what does one do? But
It's the way that people are just like stressed, and I am living my best life right now.
Yep.
Well, whoever the fuck keeps making just random squiggles, and I keep getting that. Yeah.
I think all of
you
us
might-
did that.
Everybody.
No, I made a nice box. Okay.
It
I-
was a very
yep.
nice box.
It was a nice box.
This is some bullshit. Whatever I just got, some bullshit.
I will
gonna
say,
look
if
cute,
you're
maybe.
looking for a color that isn't on the color palette, clicking on the big rectangle at the bottom will give you extra colors.
What?
Oh my god, you
What?
get the entire, you get everything. You could do anything.
What?
Have you ever had a dream?
No, literally never.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Only when there's music from a darkened room.
I'm scared.
Wow.
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 Fuck, I lost the plot.
A mood.
All right, I'm pretty proud of this one. I haven't been proud of any of them yet. This one's pretty sick.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh jeez. Oh
Ring
god.
ring.
Oh god.
Oh god, oh god.
I hate whoever did that. Stop pushing the button until I'm ready to do things. Not that y'all would know when that is.
But also stop pressing the button. Fuck, I'm not ready.
Done.
Okay, well, it's gonna. Hope y'all ready. so
Did I ignore a good amount, some part of it? Yes. Yes, I did.
I'm so
Circle
ready.
I added at the end. Oh gosh.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, manual.
These are my favorite, to be honest, because you just make something random.
Okay, here you go. Wait, is this all the ones that I drew, or is this all of the
I
ones
have-
that are drawn from
No,
mine?
so this is your drawing, and then all of our responses to your drawing.
Okay.
Oh, I think this is the one
this-
where I said, "This is some bullshit."
Yeah, this was my worst one for sure.
I added
I just
complexity.
Spoiler, I ignored the green lines entirely.
All right, I am
They're
ready for
set
Sin.
dressing.
I believe in Sin. Okay.
Hell yeah!
Let's go.
Amazing.
But that's because we were telling people that they didn't have to finish the drawing. I think at that point.
right.
Yeah, I misremembered it. There was,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like there
me
was something
too.
else.
I love
Okay.
it, Fair. That's so good.
I like it. That is pretty good.
Amazing. I'm imagining this is like the
Okay,
Toro.
so like when you said you didn't have to finish the drawing, I thought
Yeah.
at the time it just meant that people just get past the drawing every round.
Yeah.
and
No,
add
that's what
something
I thought
to
too.
it.
That's what we thought too. I messed up on my first one, I think.
And that's why like you're going to see like so many drawings that I don't finish because I'm just going to add something so that someone can add
Yeah.
something else later.
What is this
Yeah.
pink guy up here?
I don't know. That's what came to my mind.
That's why he's sad. He doesn't know
It's
either.
like, ah, he died in
I
the
just
fire.
like this. I
I
like
like-
this touching line.
I like that everyone here has a fire tree going on. There's some tree aspect.
Well, there.
Oh,
Look,
there
it
will
used to
not be a tree aspect in mine. I promise you that.
It used to be a group of four
There's no
friends,
tree
and then one of
aspect
them
in
died
mine.
in the fire.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
They were playing
this
13
guy
candles.
was going.
It's everything Among
Nice.
Us. It's every
Oh my
single
God.
drawing Among Us.
Among Us.
I'm sensing a thing.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, this was my
This one was
favorite.
hard.
This was my favorite, dude.
Okay, so look.
Oh,
Okay.
pretty.
It's a flower.
I like it.
This-
Alright.
now, remember.
I would like to take credit for the best drawing for this one already.
Okay.
Ooh,
Well, I need you all to
excited.
remember this flower because it comes back later.
Okay.
Oh,
It died, I guess.
It's a
Okay.
Chocobo.
Not
Listen, it's a
bad.
bird. Listen, it's a bird. Listen.
It is a bird.
Herb.
Okay. I like that.
Okay, all right.
It's
all right,
giving
all right.
Picasso
It's that-
here.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that one though.
Modern.
Oh,
I
shit.
Eagle.
see.
Okay.
I see that
Bird.
Waffles and I had a very similar idea here.
Heck yeah,
Look
but
at
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But look, you have the worm and everything. That's so good.
yeah.
Love it, love it, love it.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay.
All right, I like this one.
Now this is the one where I lost my
made
shit.
mine. I made curse content, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It's bad.
It looks like
That's
Adventure Time or something where they have like
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That's what it is.
There you go. There you
Hunger
go.
Force.
That's what it is.
That's what it looks like.
I like this
It's
is
serving
King
Aqua
Cobra from the side. That's what that is
So-
to me.
As soon as I ran out of time, I was like, oh, I could have made Trogdor with his consummate V's.
Yes, with the
Damn
consonant
it.
V's.
Oh my
Okay.
god,
cute.
I like that.
Thank you.
that person's is so
The-
see-through. Oh hell yes. Oh yes. Though.
Nice.
All right though, I'm here for it.
I can see where Sin's going every single time because they weren't finishing the drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
I
looks
also
so
wasn't
good.
finishing the drawing. It's an elephant. I didn't finish.
I love
Okay.
every
I see it.
like it's
I see
giving
it.
Lawrence of Arabia. We're having like a fantastic little festive day here.
Yeah.
Little skincare on vacation.
I
All right.
loved your box.
This is the only one I didn't
Yeah,
finish.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Not cute.
That's
is a
really
poo?
good though.
Thanks.
What is a poo?
Aw.
Nice.
Aw, look at the perspective on this though. This
Look
is
at
a
the kitty
real
cat.
I don't-
Artist
Oh, look.
is me
Oh,
too.
no, the flower. What
you
happened?
did-
No,
you
the
ding dong
flower.
spilled the flower.
No, he's crying.
Yes.
Nice.
That's my winner.
I'm
Oh
so
my
proud of
gosh.
you.
Oh.
All right. I'm
This was
curious.
you.
Oh, this is my Pikachu.
This was once when I still thought everybody else was finishing things.
Yes.
Look at this.
That's a Pokemon, right? That's definitely a Pokemon.
100%.
Like you gave us so much to work with there, Fair. Oh my god.
I don't know where mine went after I started making Pikachu.
You went like from Pikachu to straight up communism meets Felix the Cat. I am
This
here
is
for it.
This is Animal Farm shit.
absolute 1,000,000,000% knockoff TV show from some like random country somewhere that's like, no, it's Pokemon. And they were like, no, it's not.
It's Kimba the White Lion.
that thing saying
I don't remember what it-
and it's knockoff the Lion King.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Okay, I remember. I was gonna do something with fire with this, and I'm like, I don't have time.
Okay, but why does this look like a realistic rendering of like Celeste? Also,
hate
why does this
this.
look like a very sunburned Hank Hill?
I despise this. This picture's gonna haunt my nightmares.
I can't wait for this
Propane.
drawing to come up in the next Delta Green session, to be honest.
Yep.
We have to find a way to weave all this into the canon. Oh, good golly. Okay, well, I thank you. Thank you
That was
very
good.
much.
I forgot we played Delta Green on it.
A huge thank you to everyone for joining us and hanging out with us, decompressing with us. We hope that it was fun to watch that, as it was to draw that. And again, I think it was a wonderful show. Thank you to all of our lovely players. I'll give everyone just a quick moment here while Waffles is finding who we're going to raid. Do I have to do the raid, Waffles, or are you able to do that for me?
I think I can do it.
Okay, cool. Oh, actually, I do see where I can do it. I'll still let you do it, but good for me to know how to do that.
All right, get ready.
Oh,
Go.
God. Okay. Maria.
Hi, my name is Happy Capster, also known as Maria. Both either of those places. You can find me at Happy Capster anywhere that you can find the internet. I am basically done streaming except for this stream next week. For the rest, I'm done streaming. Find me here next week, but that's it.
Perfect. Speed run. Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. Follow me on Twitter at FairBear or wherever other social media you feel like using. Thanks, bye.
Sid.
Hi, my name is Sin, and I am Sinziak in most of the cool places that you know, except for Twitter, where goodness knows. Also, I stream sometimes, same name in all of those places. And later.
Amazing. I am Syrup of WafflesMapleSyrup. I GM Outcast and Outclassed, and who knows what comes next because we just wrapped up Siren's Call. But you can catch me here. That's it. Waffles.
And I am Waffles, GM_Waffles on the Twitter. I play Ark and Outcast and Outclassed, and I'm your handler here in Reflections.
Amazing. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful night. We'll catch you next Tuesday. We're doing back to back. Bye.
Bye.